So in this video, I will be showing you how to paint an STI wing for your 2022 WRX. First, you want to start off by sanding every piece with, well, here I'm doing it with 220 grit sandpaper, or you can use 320. Both is fine, but for the beginning stages before you prime, I like to do 220. So once you get all the sanding done, you're going to want to just clean everything off. I have a little DeWalt blower that I can blow everything off with, and I just blow it all off. And then here I'm just using rubbing alcohol to clean off all the excess residue and dust that's on here from sanding. I have these little things to put the wing on. They're meant for painting. But if you don't have something like this, you can use like wooden blocks or just something to kind of like prop it up, because since this wing is 5 different sections, we're gonna have to flip the sections. You could go and put the entire wing together at this point, and then paint it all as one. You could do it that way as well, because the black won't be showing underneath. So here I'm just using Rust-Oleum filler and sandable primer, because it does the job. It fills any like scratches or imperfections in the surface, and as long as you let it cure completely, it's good. And as long as you sanded everything beforehand, you're good to go. Also, don't forget your respirator. And where I'm at right now, where I'm working, it's pretty cold out, so I have a infrared heater that I use to help cure the primer and paints and whatnot. but if you're in a warmer climate, you probably don't need something like this. And once your wing is cured, for me it's been about a few hours with the infrared heater on, and you can just flip them to other sections that you haven't painted. I usually like to spray any of the undersides first, so that when I flip it, the top side, the sides that you can see better, have the final finish on them. Because sometimes spraying it like this, you could get like slight overspray on the underside, and you'd rather have it on the underside than the top side. So here it's the next day, and I've already sanded all the primer with 320 grit sandpaper, and right now I'm just cleaning it all off with a tack cloth and getting it prepared for the color. When spraying it, the first coat especially, spray just a basically kind of like a misting coat. Like as you can see here, it's not very good coverage. See, as you can see, the finish on the wing there is very spotty. That's sort of how you want the first coat to be. And now you want to just paint it heavier. This second coat you want to get nice coverage on, but it doesn't have to be like super heavy. You're not really doing super heavy coats throughout this whole process. You're just getting nice clean coverage. And then when you go to the third and final coat, that's when you want to do slightly heavier, but just a nice clean wet coat. You want to go along the entire wing. Here we are the next day, and this is the clear coat that I'm using. It's a two-part clear coat, so you want to take this red cap, put it on the underside there, and push down on like a table or a flat surface or something, and you want to pop it. Once you get it popped, you could toss that little red cap away and shake the can vigorously for roughly 2 minutes or so. Once it's all shaken up, you can start spraying. With this clear coat, you're going to want to do a light mist coat first on the entire surface, and then just slightly heavier on the second, and then a little bit heavier on the third. You could do a fourth coat as well if you have enough, but I was running low, so I just stuck with doing 3 coats total. So this right here is where I sort of messed up. When I flipped over the bigger portion of the wing right there on the left side, I didn't prop it up with anything. And that made it so at the very end of this process, the bottom there sort of got stuck to the cardboard that I was spraying on top of. So if you're going to flip it over, and same with the base coat as well, make sure to flip it onto something that hasn't been painted already, like I said before, wooden blocks or something like that, so that the cardboard doesn't get torn off onto the actual wing. So here we are with the finished product. It's all dry. It's been drying for a couple hours at this point. Nice clear finish. Just like that, your wing is done. Thank you for watching.